Welcome to the RSP Boiler Room. I'm Matt Waldman with the Rookie Scouting Portfolio. Let's take a look at Iowa wide receiver Ihmir Smith-Marsette. It's a game against USC, as you can see above, and you're going to see him take this ball around end. And I want you to look at that move, because to me that's really slick. This move right here. You can see that the defender has leverage on him to the outside. You also see that the backside defender has leverage on him as he's working towards that crease. You see two others also in that position. So I love the movement here by Marsette to stick to the inside, come back outside, stick again, and then watch how he slides across, like a really slides laterally in the same way that maybe a guy who blocks would. You know, watch this kind of just sideways kind of lateral movement to lean through. Takes a shot to his back by number 10. And earns 9 yards on a gain that easily could have been limited to about a 3 or 4 yard gain at best. So he doubles his gain with this movement. And it's just very creative, because he doesn't really ever fully get downhill in terms of his body alignment, but he does a good job of being able to use his stride adjustments, his creativity, to get what he can here on this play. This is a creative player, and I like seeing creative players right from the get-go. It's kind of apparent, you can see that Smith-Marsette is used as a big play weapon, either in the short area as a glorified runner in space, or as a deep threat. And you're going to see him slot left here, catch the ball, beat 2 defenders, and pretty much 2 more easily after that. And really this has to do with the catch and pierce technique. Catches the ball right here, and you can see the position of the defenders who are converging on him here from the inside and the outside. And there are a lot of receivers who would feel the presence of these 2 white shirts and try and stop and make some sort of move. But Smith-Marsette knows, just get downfield as soon as possible. He just turns directly upfield, splits both defenders. Now he has room to be able to move against the pursuit, and he does so for the touchdown. Earns about a step. Good job of keeping his back to the defender. Doesn't really stack, but he has enough space between himself and the boundary to fade late on the play. And that's what's important, is when you can own that space between the numbers and the boundary on a fade, you give your quarterback plenty of room to throw the ball, and you can make late adjustments to the outside that get you additional separation. Even if you only have a step on the defender, you know, vertically you can get a little bit of horizontal separation. That's what I like to call it. And stays in bounds, does a good job doing that as well. Let's see if we can get a look at that. He gets 2 steps in, maybe even a third, tries to slide that 3rd step in. Really nice work. Even with that nice chop, when he is jammed at the line, when the defender's aggressive, you can see that he just doesn't have a plan. He'll react with his hands. He'll try and move away a little bit, but he's late to do so. He doesn't really have the movement well practiced enough to deal with this type of aggressive move here. And he needs to anticipate that a little bit more. That's part of the problem. Is that he's really not anticipating that this defender who's this far up on him, he's looking inside and doesn't notice the defender is now up on his toes and really leaning in even a little bit more. Watch this late pre-snap. You're going to see, you know, the defender's kind of upright leaning over, but watch him lean there. You saw that first lean, then lean a little bit more right there. He doesn't see any of that because he's looking inside for the snap, and he's not ready. And that's why he ends up getting jammed here. So he has to practice a little bit more with how he reads the field and how he copes with aggressive jams like that. I'm also going to be on the lookout for his communication with his quarterback on routes, because you can see he looks over his inside shoulder as if he's going to be working towards the inside, maybe on the fade or maybe a late back shoulder, but I think he's looking to run to the back pylon here, and the throw is made back shoulder. So really, right about here, instead of turning over his inside shoulder, he should probably be looking to his outside shoulder so that he can shield number 6 from USC. Instead, He's just late. I don't think he was expecting the ball where it was, and he was heading to that corner, and as a result, he's about a step late, and the ball's just on top of him, and there's no way he can catch it. Now, this is a nice route by Smith-Marsette. You're going to see that little break step or line step, then he's going to drive. Really nice turn here. It's nice and flat. Then breaks back to the quarterback with his chest in a very friendly position to catch the ball. Ball's a little high, comes off his hands, but he should have caught that. Like the fact that he's got his head over his knees, got his pads over his knees. Really nice, hard break step, line, drive. Friendly target right here, very friendly. Comes back to it, just can't get the handle on it. Overall, Smith-Marsette has the athletic ability and creativity to play in the NFL. Now, determining whether he can contribute in the NFL, that's going to depend on how much he's improved his press release skills, whether he's on point with his quarterback with diagnosing the defense and understanding that they should be on the same page with certain routes and making sure that they are on the same page. And if he can do that, as well as catch the ball consistently with good technique, he could be a fun player for a team, can be a playmaker for a team out of the slot or split wide in certain sets. Thanks for watching. For more RSP Boiler Room videos, you can check out my YouTube channel, Matt Waldman's RSP Film Room, and my site, www.mattwaldmanrsp.com.